Hey guys, it's me. This is going to be really quick because, well, I kept forgetting to make the, how I'm doing on the Autoimmune Protocol diet, video, and someone reminded me on Facebook, and I just now saw it, and it's 7:30 at night. So you get me in my room with bad lighting because boys are home and doing their thing, and it's just loud out there. And so Marty's on his way home soon, and he's going to call me. So that's why I have to hurry. So, okay. Today's day 12. First, before I start, this is going to be such a bad video. Before I start, I want to say that not everyone has the results that I did. Not everyone's results are as fast as mine were. And also, healing isn't linear. So, I may still have bad days. Yesterday was not a great day. Yesterday I had some problems, some gastro stuff. Nothing like what it used to be. But, my eczema, you guys have all seen my hands. Look, my eczema flares. I was in the middle of an eczema flare when I started, and it's gone. Okay, so, that being said, if you do decide you want to do this in 12 days into it, or 5 days into it, or whatever, you're still, not seeing results, don't give up. A lot of people go through, it's almost like the low-carb flu. Even though the Autoimmune Protocol is not a low-carb diet, you have problems. Your gut bacteria dies off, and that can cause problems. And some people almost experience like a flu, the achy body and all that. So just give it time. So, okay, that being said, for me, my results, eczema is gone. It's not to say I'll never have an eczema flare again, because once you have an autoimmune disease, you can never cure yourself. You're never cured. Once your body, how did I read it today? Once your body learns to attack itself, that never goes away. But you can put things into remission. So eczema is gone. I've had 2 days of slight gastrointestinal issues, like gurgly tummy and stuff like that. But that's it. Normally, that was an everyday thing. Let me think. Let me try to think. I'm trying to get this done fast, and I'm going to forget everything. Hip pain is gone. Now, my hip pain was not caused by an autoimmune disorder. It was bursitis. My knee pain also is bursitis, but it's. I would say it's probably about 95% gone. Every once in a while, if I move a certain way, I can still feel it, but it's just about gone. Let's see. My skin is different. I used to have really bad dark circles, and you probably can't see because of the light. I used to have really bad dark circles under my eyes, and they're not nearly as bad as they were. Marty said that my skin, just everywhere, is softer. Not just on my hands, which my eczema was always on my hands. What else? Oh, okay, so I'm sleeping a lot better. That's a huge thing. But here's a weird thing that happened, and I don't know why. Hi, Lulu. Lulu came in to say hi. I don't know why it happened, but, I used to get horribly car sick, motion sickness, horrible motion sickness. I had to drive all the time. No, you can't come up here. Hold on. I had to drive all the time. Even riding down my driveway, with someone else driving, I would get nauseated, and that's gone. Marty has driven 3 times. Christian drove. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know. The only explanation that I can come up with is I always felt before like I was on the brink of being sick, of vomiting. And it's really hard to explain to someone who doesn't, like a lot of people don't understand why I'm doing the Autoimmune Protocol, like why I'm willing to give up so much. When you don't spend every day of your life sick and in pain, it's really hard to understand, I guess, but I don't get motion sickness anymore, so that's weird. I lost, I think it was 5.6 pounds the first week. Now, I'm sure that was all water. But I will tell you that my clothes fit a lot better. I have the shirt that I have on now. We don't have a Target where I live, in the town that I live. Closest one's like an hour and a half away. So last year when we were getting ready to go to Disney, my mom had a Target buyer, so she sent me a bunch of these shirts. These were my favorite shirts. It's the boyfriend tee. Hold on, Lulu. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get the dog. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. She doesn't want me. She just likes to be on my bed. She wants nothing. She doesn't even sitting by me. Anyway, it's the boyfriend tee from that Target sells. So my mom went and got a bunch of them for me and sent them to me in a bunch of different colors in the size that I normally wear. Target changed the design and is now a more form-fitting shirt. I don't like form-fitting clothes. I think that's because I've always been fat, so I've always worn bigger clothes, but they didn't fit because they're form-fitting now. So I just put them in the closet and never wore them. And 2 weeks ago, it was a little over 2 weeks ago, it was right before I started the Autoimmune Protocol, I tried them on, and they were too small still. So today, I grabbed one and threw it on to see, just to see, and it fits. I wore it today. I wore it out into public, and it fit me fine. I have so much bloating that has gone down. I'm checking on the dog. In my stomach, that clothes fit me different. My pants fit me different. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting. I'm just a horrible person. But, yeah. If you have an autoimmune disorder, your list of symptoms, not everyone has every symptom of every disease. Celiac disease has over 300 symptoms. I do not have all 300, and not every celiac has all 300. So my suggestion to you is, if you have an autoimmune disease or swelling like bursitis, something like that, is to give it a try. It's 30 days. It's 30 days of your life. And someone said today on Facebook, I couldn't give up potatoes and tomatoes. And I thought the same thing. Those are two of my favorite things in the world. And they were my two go-tos for making dinner. But I decided, I can do anything for 30 days. So I decided to do it. And the first couple days, it was new and it was exciting because it was so different. And, you're learning and exploring. Learning and exploring. So it was okay. And then after 3 or 4 days, I really started to notice how much better I felt. And at that point, I don't want to eat potatoes. If eating a potato makes me feel the way I used to, and not eating a potato makes me feel the way I do now, I never want to touch a potato again. I mean, that's just the way it is. Same thing with dairy. I love cheese. You guys know I love cheese. I could eat the hell out of some cheese. Same thing. If not eating it makes me feel this way and eating it makes me feel that way, I don't want to touch it. That's not to say that I'll never try to reintroduce it, because one of the things about the Autoimmune Protocol is that you try to reintroduce, Daisy's here now too, you try to reintroduce foods after 30 days, some of them. Now, grains, you don't, I'll never, I know that rice is an issue for me. I've told you guys before that rice causes me problems, and I can usually only eat half a cup or so, and that's only, once a week, if that. Any more than that, and it just causes problems for me, so I'll never try to reintroduce that. Oatmeal, I love my oatmeal, but it makes me feel bad. So I'm just not going to do it. So that's basically what's going on with me. So if you feel like it might help you, try it. If you don't want to do such an extreme thing, try the paleo diet. The Autoimmune Protocol is based on the paleo diet. It was developed by a woman who poured through medical journals and peer-reviewed, published studies, and came up with a list of foods not only that you should remove, but foods that you should add back into your diet. But it is based on the paleo diet. So if you kind of want to do it, but you kind of don't, try the paleo diet first and see if that helps. And if it does, but you're still not there, then you can try the Autoimmune Protocol. Because eventually the point of the Autoimmune Protocol is to get you eating, you eliminate the things that are most likely causing you problems, and then you reintroduce them. So, okay, so this is a really bad video, and it's now 11 minutes long. So I'm going to go because my dogs are going to make this worse in a minute. The neighbor just got, well, they've had him for a couple months, I think, but they leave him outside in a dog in a kennel, and he just whines all day and all night, and my dogs are upset by it because he obviously sounds like he's not happy, and so they're very upset by it. So, and the kennel is right outside my bedroom, so they're going to hear it soon and start whining. So I will see you guys later. Bye.